Okay, everybody, good afternoon. Happy 11:53 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I apologize for my appearance right now. I know I look like hell. I look all haggard. You know, it's a bad hair day. I just got off work. Well, actually, I just got off from, just drove up here from eating lunch. I had a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell and a Mountain Dew. So I left work, went down the road to Taco Bell, then came here to make a video. But with the song I'm about to do, this kind of appearance might be fitting for the song I'm about to talk about. So this is a song that is so far the latest Crack in the Wall song that was recorded. And it is on YouTube. There's a video of the song. It's a slideshow basically of my artwork over the song. I wrote it with a guy named Eric Carlson, who actually he saw a live video of me just playing the djembe and singing it at the New World Deli. It was just me and the djembe, and I posted this Craigslist ad saying that I needed a guitar player to help me with the song. And the thing about Craigslist is, for me, trying to find a musician that will actually be a good musician that will, stay with you and work with you is a needle in a haystack. That's the way I've seen it. A lot of them will contact you, and then they'll flake out, and then you'll never hear from them again, or they might work with you once, and then they say, well, or they might hear something and they'll say, well, it's not my style. But Eric Carlson basically saved my life when he contacted me, because I had this song that I really wanted to do. And it was an idea I had in my head for a while. It was a while before I wrote the song. I just had this kind of line in my head, which was another one that came out of nowhere. So Eric contacted me, and then I went to his, actually it was his girlfriend's trailer to work on the song, and there's actually video footage of us doing that. The first time we ever met each other in person, he was nice enough to let me videotape that, and that's documented on YouTube. So the song that I wrote was a song called Geisha. It's a song called Geisha, and as I said, it's so far the last Crack in the Wall song recorded. Hopefully not for long. Hopefully I can get some more stuff recorded with Crack in the Wall eventually. But right now, just making these videos of songs is basically what I need to be doing. It's very therapeutic. It's a good project that I have. The way it started was I was having lunch. I was having lunch at Red Lobster, and I was waiting for my meal, and then these words came in my head for the Geisha song. And I had been wanting to write the Geisha song for a while, because there's this line in the song, "Like a Geisha Dream," which, just came to me. It's one of those things that I've mentioned this in other videos of my songs, that certain ideas just come to me. But so I was at Red Lobster, and I don't remember what words it was. I think it might have been maybe the chorus, or maybe the first line of the first verse. I don't remember what it was, but I wrote it in my phone, like on the Notepad app, so I wouldn't forget it. And then eventually I went home and wrote it. I think I went home and wrote it right after I got home, because there's also another video. The first video of Geisha is me at my apartment at the time, I was living at the time, playing the djembe, and I'm just singing the song, just live in my apartment. And then at the end of the video, just to be goofy and silly, I show my leftovers from Red Lobster, the food. So you can see that video on YouTube too. I'm not going to link all these videos of Geisha and me and Eric, but I will link the video for the art slideshow of Geisha in the description. If you have not heard the Geisha song, the studio version is available on YouTube. So basically, the Geisha thing, like the idea, I'm pretty sure, I swear that I had to have. I know I said that the song, like the line came to me out of nowhere. Well, it kind of did and it kind of didn't, but I swear I've heard that something in some song somewhere, like a geisha. Not like a geisha dream, but like a geisha, or the word geisha or something. I want to say I've heard, maybe it was just a mental thing where it did come out of nowhere, but I swear it seemed like I heard like a geisha somewhere. And I couldn't get that out of my head. I'm thinking I've got to do a song for it. I've got to write this song, because if there's anything cool that I find inspiring, it's like little cool things like that. Could be the littlest thing like this. I've got to write it into a song. And so I finished the song and then did 2 videos of just me on the djembe. And did the Craigslist ad thinking, I mean, no one's probably going to want to do this. No one's probably going to even look. I mean, they might look at the thing and they think it's all weird because it's just a guy in a djembe live at New World Deli. My favorite place to do open mics. I love New World Deli. And then, lo and behold, Eric Carlson emails me. And he was saying, yeah, your song, it's got potential, but it needs a lot of work, or something like that. He said something along that line, like, your song has potential, but it needs work. Well, duh, that's where you come in. You're the guitar player. You have to fix that. Of course it needs work. Why do you think I put that out on Craigslist? Help me out here. Anyway. So, Eric and I were talking through email, and then he recorded a guitar track with him singing the words. I think he wanted me to email him the lyrics, and I did, and he was saying that one thing that the song needed was a bridge, which it didn't have already, and I agreed, it did need a bridge, and he put a bridge in there, and so he did a recorded track of him on the guitar, and singing, and he threw a bridge in there too. It was like a rhythm guitar part and a lead over it. I don't remember if there was bass. It should still be on my old hard drive. So I heard that. I'm like, man, that's awesome. This is perfect. This is great. And so we agreed to meet up. And he had his girlfriend was a drummer, so she had her drum set over there. And I think I might have brought maybe some hardware. I think I brought our. I can't remember if I brought my hi-hat cymbals or not. It seems like I brought something, and I brought my own sticks, I think, or I don't remember, but I'll have to see that video again to see if I did bring anything. It seems like I brought something. And we played the song a few times, and, you know, and the chemistry worked out really well. I really thought it was a good, you know, it came kind of instantly, and at the time I didn't have a drum part for it, but I was just kind of, you know, drumming on the djembe just for like rhythm, you know. So I didn't have like an actual full like drum part like on the kit. But as soon as we played together, it's like I knew what to play on the drums. It's just I don't really write drum parts for my songs. It's just when I get together and I show somebody the lyrics, and I was like, you know, see what you can do with this. I just kind of go into like robotic mode where I'll just know what to play. It just comes to me. I just play, and I just knew what to play with Geisha, and I played it. I always played the drums, you know, the same rhythm and everything, the same way. And we had the song. That was the song Geisha, and we played it live 3 times. We had this other woman in the band who was a friend of my sister's that I later stayed with, named Chris Fredrickson, who was playing bass for us. She was helping out. So we played 3 shows with the 3 of us. And So Geisha was played live in concert 3 times. It's a song I'm quite proud of. Now, one thing I know, Lance is like, hurry up and get with the lyrics. Hurry up and talk to the lyrics. I'm getting to the lyrics. Lyrically, what is the song about? It's what people are wanting to know. We know the history of like how it came together. You had this idea, you wrote it at Red Lobster. We want to know exactly what the song Geisha is about. Who is the Geisha? Who's this Geisha you're talking about? For those of you, and some of you might think, what is a geisha? Some people don't know what a geisha is. I'm going to tell you all of that right now. The lyrics, I asked Eric one of the times I went over to Claire's house, do you know what the song's about? And I never really told Eric exactly what the song was about, and he looked at me and said, well, I thought it was about a geisha. And I kind of smiled. Well, sort of. It kind of is. Tongue-in-cheek, the song's about sex. It's a song about role-playing. It's a song about, you know, the woman and the man. The woman plays the part of a geisha. She dresses up, puts the makeup on, fixes her hair up, puts the robes or the kimono on, like the geishas do that you see, you know, in pictures. And for those of you who don't know what a geisha is, it's an Asian woman who is an entertainer for men. But one thing I was reading up on geishas on Wikipedia, and I know that's not always the greatest source to go on because they get a lot of their, you know, their facts unfocused. But a lot of people say geishas are Asian prostitutes. According to Wikipedia, not all of them are. Some of them just, you know, are paid to entertain men. But yes, there are geisha prostitutes out there too. This was not a song about a prostitute. This was a song about a woman role-playing the part of a geisha to have sex with, you know, for the sexual fantasies. And it's all about role-play. The chorus of the song, God, what was the chorus? You give me the flowers, you give me the flowers, I'll throw you the fruit. You give me a smile with a touch of juice. Close your eyes and dream in color, like a geisha dream. I haven't played the song in a long time, so I'm sorry, I just kind of forgot right there. Those are the words. There's a line in the song. You throw me the flowers, I'll throw you the fruit. You give me a smile with a touch of juice. People can interpret that line any way they want, but what I was writing was, what you give me a smile with a touch of juice. When I wrote that in my head, I was picturing the man squeezing a strawberry on the body of the woman, being a geisha. Very erotic role-playing. You know, there's fruit around. You throw me the flowers, I throw you the fruit. The woman gives the man the flowers. And the man squeezes strawberry juice on the woman's body. And then, you know, don't want to get too graphic here, but that's what I meant by that. You give me a smile with a touch of juice. Close your eyes and dream in color. Like a geisha dream, like a geisha fantasy. It's the dream come true. You're having sex with a geisha. I mean, it's all role play, but you know, that's the thing. And I think I wrote that song. The reason why I wrote about sex was there was probably some sexual frustration in my life because I wasn't having sex and I hadn't had sex in a while. So I wanted to write about sex. And I'll tell you, as far as like a healthy sex life, I think role-playing is great. And I'm someone who loves to role-play. I love role-playing. I had a beautiful, beautiful woman one time. I was very much in love with, and I still have love for this one woman. And I'm not going to give out her name or anything, but we role-played a few times, and it was great. We had, I'm not going to get too graphic. I'm not going to say what happened. But fact of the matter is, I like sex, and I think role-playing is good for a happy, healthy sex life. I'm not saying that everybody should role-play. I think that people, if they don't like the role-playing thing, if it's too weird or if it's just not their thing, then don't do it. But I'm a very creative person, so I like being creative. And would I like to meet a woman that would role play a geisha for me? You know, in the bedroom? Absolutely. I hope it happens sometime. I haven't done that one yet. I'm not going to say which ones I've done because, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, and I don't think anyone really wants to know what, role plays I've done. But I did role play with this one woman that I loved, and I still have love for her, and I contact her at times. She's out in Dallas right now, and I'm in Bryan, and that relationship crumbled. Won't say what happened. It's because it's irrelevant to the song, but we role played is what I'm trying to say, and it was, we had a happy, healthy sex life for the most part until the relationship crumbled. But so in a nutshell, Geisha's about sex, tongue in cheek. It's a song about sex, a woman and a man. The man being happy that, thank you for joining me on this enchanted evening. You went out of your way to doll yourself up. Would I like that to happen with me? Absolutely. And I might play the song while it happens. Have sex to my own song. Although I'm not someone that likes to listen to my music. I try not to listen to my music. So there is, that's the song, Geisha. It's the newest one. That was the one I decided to do. Might be kind of a weird story. Eric Carlson, I do need to talk about Eric Carlson for a little bit. Like I said, the guy saved me. Because I really had this song that I really wanted to get done. And I use Craigslist anyway, even though I don't usually have success with that. This guy, I got lucky with Eric. And Eric was one of the greatest people I ever had the pleasure of working with. I loved working with Eric Carlson. We kind of came from, similar musical backgrounds. We were both into progressive rock, and he liked Genesis and King Crimson, and those are two of my favorite bands. Not sure if he was ever into the Hawkwind thing. I know not everybody likes Hawkwind because they're too spacey for some people, but I love that stuff. I'm all about Hawkwind. But Eric, our time was very brief. We only got to write that one song together and record that one song, and I was really hoping that him and I were going to make a CD together. Even if it was just like a few songs, like a single or an EP or something. I mean, a full length. I still haven't done a full length yet because I haven't had the time and the money. That's why all the Crack the Wall CDs are singles or EPs, because time and money are two things that I've never had that much of. But yeah, unfortunately, Eric's time in the band was brief, and I really wanted to keep working with him. And one thing that was funny was he was telling me that he only wanted to do that one song because he was, just looking for a project to do on the side. He has this band with his girlfriend, Willie Vickers, and he was hoping to do another band, and that other band fell through. I hope he's still doing Willie Vickers. They're really cool. Check them out. And, somehow I was able to, talk him into staying with me, and we did shows together, and he learned, part of the back catalog of Cracking the Wall songs. I mean, I showed him Insect God, High Up There, Dragon's Breath, which is a very rare one. I hadn't shown my friends, the people in Crack the Wall Dragon's Breath in a long time. And I remember I was living with Chris at the time, and he came over to practice, and we were outside on the porch. We were taking a break from practice, or we were done with practice, and we were all just kind of sitting around. And he was telling me something that really stuck into my mind. He was saying that, yeah, I just wanted to do that one song with you, but you're very persuasive when you want to be. So he was basically telling me that I knew how to, reel him in and keep him with me, and honestly, I don't even know what it was I said or what I did to make him stay with me, but whatever it was I said, it worked, and Eric was with me for a while, and we tried to do some new stuff together, and then I had a disagreement with Chris, which I'm not going to go too into, but long story short, I had to get out of Austin and come back home to live with my parents because I had nowhere else to go, and I didn't think Eric was going to want to put me up. He's like, I drove Chris crazy. I mean, Eric would have probably hated me. I don't know. He has a really nice house out in Kyle. Possibly if I can move to San Marcos, you know, and if Eric is still in the area, he was telling me he was thinking about moving to Austin, and but you know, possibly our paths might cross again. We might meet up again, because like I said, I really loved working with that guy, and he's really great to work with. He's one of the nicest guys, and he's real easy to work with. He's really open to just about any idea. But he's also very frank with you. He'll tell you that what he likes and what he doesn't like, you know. And he said there was a few Crack in the Wall songs that I think he learned that he didn't like. And that was cool. I would rather people be honest than just do things than not be honest, basically, because I want people to be honest, and I don't want them just to be polite. I try to be honest, and if there's something I don't like, I try to do it in a nice way. But yeah, if I could ever play with Eric Carlson again, I would do it in a heartbeat. He was one of the greatest guys I ever played with. Great guitar player, great singer. I wanted him to sing in Crack in the Wall. I thought when I first heard him sing on those rough demos of Geisha that he sent me that I mentioned earlier, I'm like, man, this guy's a great singer. And he very underestimates himself. Like he's a better musician than he'll ever give himself credit for. I mean, I think he's a really good guitar player, a really good singer, and I'm sorry our time got cut short, but you know, anyway, maybe someday our paths will cross and we might be able to work on a project together. It depends on where he is at the time, where I am at the time. But I would play with that guy in a heartbeat if I could. If I could, you know, set something up with him. We never got to do an open mic together, and that's one thing I always wanted to do. And something always came up that the night we were going to plan to do it, something always came up. So maybe it was in the stars or something. I don't know. Hopefully we will, but we will cross paths again and do something. So I just had to mention Eric Carlson there because he is somebody that's very dear to me, and he's always been dear to me, and I haven't kept in touch with him in a while, and I need to keep in touch. So hopefully he'll see this video and know that he was greatly welcomed and appreciated. He was definitely a very important member of Crack in the Wall, and Crack in the Wall had about as many members as Jethro Tull had. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap this video up. I rambled on and on about Geisha and Mr. Carlson there. Thank you, sir. And hopefully I'll have time to do another video today. So that's the inspiration behind the song Geisha. It's a role-playing song about sex. And there you go. All right, I will see all of you guys on the flip side. Try to make another video. Again, I'm sorry I look so haggard. But hopefully the next time you see me, I will be fully shaved. It's been I've been working a lot of morning shifts, doing the Toys R Us thing. I'm a toy shop worker, so I'm just gonna cut it off right now. All right, I'll see you on the flip side. Everybody have a rock and roll life. Be safe.